Hiya and welcome to the Chatty Zebra flip through of our Spooktacular collection. This is the brand new Halloween collection for 2021. It consists of 3 different workbooks. We have the Coraline book study, the Halloween activity book and the Halloween Spooktacular book. Now this is like a fun way of engaging kids in writing. The idea is they have a mission to create an event for Halloween, like a spook fest sort of thing, and they have to plan it out, and it goes step by step, planning the different things like the rides and doing some junk model crafts, because I love a bit of junk modelling, and the haunted mansion, scary hay maze, the Halloween show, characters for the show and the costume. So as you can see, it just goes through all the different areas of putting together an event and encourage them to think creatively about it and also do some writing based upon it. We've got the signs, background sets, pumpkins, face paint designs, food stalls. So there's some recipes and things, but there's not as many crafts in here as in the other workbooks because we have the whole workbook, Halloween activity book, where most of the crafts are. So this is more solely just focusing on writing. So what you might want to do is like do a couple of pages of this a day, a couple of pages of the book study a day, and then 1 or 2 of the crafts a day. And it just balances it out nicely, but also it separates it, having them in the separate workbook so it's clear to the kids, okay, so now I'm going to do my writing, or now I'm going to do my craft. Just keeps it a bit more concise for them. Create a poster, an advertising, a timetable, and then it has a collector's card at the end of it. The next one is the Coraline book study. So like all our book studies, it begins with a copywork passage from the book. Now, these, we personally, what we use these for is to copy it out in the lines below, so it helps practice their handwriting, their spelling, punctuation, looking at how sentences and things are put together. But other people have used these pages to like analyze the text or analyze the chapter or predict what's going to happen in the story. Basically you can use it how best suits your family's needs, but yeah, how we use it is to copy out the passage. And then there's some what do you think reading comprehension questions and a draw encouragement page. And again, it follows the book chapter by chapter. There's 13 chapters in this book. This may not be suitable for younger kids because it is a little bit spooky. There's nothing gory in it or gruesome, but it is on the spooky side, and for younger or sensitive kids it might just be a little bit too overwhelming. But it is a really good story. I've never actually read it before, and when we did, well, I did for this, I was like, oh my goodness, this is so good, how have I never read this before? And I know Doodles especially is going to absolutely love it. So yeah, there's a few follow-on pages like domestic cats, and then again it looks at rats. There's a debate question, and then at the end of it there are some crafts. So flip to the end and there's some crafts based around the story to share and enjoy together. And then we have the film and book reports, and compare the film and books, and the author profile, and then write your own story about going for a secret door to encourage the creative thinking. And then lastly, but not least, we have the Halloween activities. So this is more the fun part of the week or the work. There are over 30 different recipes and 30 different crafts. There's also lists of Halloween films with a film review. Now my plan is to print off, say, I don't know, maybe like 10 of these. I don't want to do too many because then it becomes a bit too samey and they get a bit bored, I find, with mine. So I might do, say, 5 of the film reviews, and then 5 for each child. I mean, 5 of the film reviews, 5 of the autumn activity reviews, and then like 10 of the other bits, which I'll show you in a minute. So then there's an autumn activity list with a review of, so when they do one, they can review it and just like almost like a diary, record down what they did and what they thought of it. And then there's the list of recipes, and then we have a write-up, so they can write up the recipe themselves and also then review it, so what they made and how it turned out and what they thought and if they would change anything. This one, I think I'm going to print about 10 of them for each of them, so roughly aiming for about 2 a week, maybe a little bit more. And then we have the recipes themselves. And it's a range of autumn inspired recipes, sweet treats like baking, as well as more dinner type meals. I mean, most of them are sweet treats, to be fair, but there's things like chilli and jacket potatoes and things like that that are simple enough for children to help with, but also to encourage those cooking skills. So they're the recipes. And then we get to the crafts, which again, I have created a craft review so they can record what they created or stick in a photo of it, and then just do a little write-up about it. And again, they're in the same layout as the recipes, and you can just pick and choose which you'd like to do. You don't have to do them all. My plan is to maybe do like 1 a day, see if we can almost do like an October challenge. In my head, I'm like, we can create all these lovely Halloween crafts and then I won't have to buy any decorations because our whole house will be full of Halloween crafts. But realistically, going from our craft projects in the past, that's probably not going to happen. But we'll see. We'll see. Watch this space, because you never know. You never know. Halloween craft a day would be really fun if I can just organise myself to do it. So it's a range of different craft activities to suit different children ages. So you've got rock painting, and then there's like the sewing ones as well. There's some pumpkin ones, and then later on there's some simpler ones, so to like save money. Like, so I appreciate, like, sometimes a lot of these crafts can be expensive if you're buying all the different stuff. So there's also bits that you can just use things from around the house, or just simple paper and pens and things like the Addams Family poster. So that way everyone can have fun creating crafts together, but you're not having to worry about getting extra supplies in and things if you don't want to. So yeah, that is the Halloween collection. I'd love to know what you think about it, and also I'd love to see what you do with the crafts and things and see how well they come out. Okay, well, I hope you have a lovely day. Bye.